Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. The palette chosen for today's video is the Element of Surprise by Colourpop. So just using these shades here. So let's go ahead and just jump right into this video. Alright, so my face is already moisturized and I use the number 7 Beautiful Skin, and this is for normal to oily skin. Next product I'm going to be going in with is the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser by Maybelline. And I'm just going to squeeze that right on my T-zone and on my chin. And then just going to push that into the skin. Alright, next product I'm taking is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. So just this one here. Then I usually just put that same place that I put the pore eraser in. And then just blending that into the skin, also just pushing it in. Okay, and next for foundation, I'm going to use the Superstay Full Coverage Lasts Up to 24 Hours by Maybelline. And I'm going to try something different today. I'm going to mix in the Tarte Maracuja oil. And I'm just going to put like 1 or 2 drops in the foundation and mix it in. And I just want to see how that works. I'm going for like a dewy look today. I don't want it so matte. I really want that glow. So just a few drops or a few pumps of foundation. Foundation. And then like 1 or 2 drops of that oil. And then I'm just going to give that a good mix here on my hand. Okay, so now that we have that nice and mixed up, I just did that with my finger. I'm just going to dot the foundation all over my face. Now I'm going to blend that in using the BH Cosmetics 116 brush, so just this flat brush here, and taking that and just pushing that foundation into the skin. Okay, next for concealer, I'm taking the Revolution Conceal and Define. And I'm going to blend that in using the BH Cosmetics 117 brush. Okay, now that we have our concealer in, I'm taking the Beauty Creations contour palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Soft Brown, and then just taking that with the Aesthetica P12 brush. Okay, next taking the Revolution blush palette. And I'm going to take this blush shade here using the MAC 168 brush. Alright, and taking that same palette, I'm going to take this highlight shade here. These don't have names on it, so that's why I'm just saying this shade, that shade. And taking that on the BH Cosmetics number 12 brush. Okay, next I'm going to take the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder and just my Real Technique sponge. And using that bottom part, I'm just going to dip into the powder. And just clean up the bottom part of where I where I bronzed up at. Just so it's a cleaner line and it's not just so everywhere. Okay, so while that's sitting, I'm going to move on to brows. And I'm going to be using the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream. And first I'm just going to comb them out using the Aesthetica brush, so just this spoolie here. And then I'm just going to take the product from the bottom part of that Cella Brow Cream and take the MB York number 3 brush. Okay, now that brows are on, I'm going to go ahead and set them with the Brow Gal Tinted Brow Gel in Light Hair 03. So just going to comb that out. That way the brow hairs don't go anywhere. And then just taking the Aesthetica spoolie brush just one more time and just combing through it. Alright, so now that we finished our brows, I'm going to take the Aesthetica P12 brush, the same one I used to bronze up, and I'm just going to dust this powder away. So see now how we have a nice clean line? Okay, next for eyes, I'm going to prime them with the Jessie's Girl eyeshadow primer. And then just taking my ring finger and then just going to blend that out onto the lid. Alright, so next to set that, I'm going to take the Laura Mercier setting powder and using that on the Coastal Scents brush. And just going to set that right on top. Alright, now that our eyes are primed and set, I'm taking that Element of Surprise palette by Colourpop. And I'm going to take the shade Go With The Flow as my transition shade. And just taking this fluffy brush, there's no name on the brush, so just taking this one, so just picking that shade up and putting that right in my crease. And then just going to blend that out. I don't know if it's just me, but there's something so satisfying of putting that first layer of shadow on a freshly primed and set lid. There's just something so satisfying about it that I really love. Maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just crazy. Who knows? Like, it's just a nice and easy blend. It's just so satisfying. Alright, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a half cut crease today. So I'm going to take the Revolution Conceal and Define and then just cut it from here up until about the middle of my lid. And just taking the other end of that brush and just going to dip it onto the applicator and pick up some of that product, not too much. And okay, so now that I've cut the crease, I'm going to go ahead and take an Avon brush, it's just a cream eyeshadow brush, and dipping into the shade Rayon, and then just going to put that where I cut the crease. And again, I'm not setting it with any powders or anything, I'm just going to go straight on. I'm just going to go straight on with that shade. I'm going to spray the brush with the Urban Decay All Nighter spray, just so that way the product sticks to the brush better because it's not really picking anything up. I'm going to try it with my ring finger, so just picking up that product and then just tapping it on. Alright, that's a little bit better. Okay, next I'm going to take this bright pink shade called Subdue and picking that up with the BoxyCharm eyeshadow P15 brush, and I'm going to place that on the outer corner of my eye. I'm going to put that just at the bottom of the lid first, so just packing that on there. And then taking the BoxyCharm Blend Beauty L34 and I'm just going to blend that shade in. Alright guys, so now that I have that shade blended in, I'm just going to take that same brush, the BoxyCharm eyeshadow P15, and I'm going to blend that shade on my lower lash line. Okay, next I'm going to work in the eyeliner, and I'm using the Pretty Vulgar. I really love this bottle, it's so beautiful. And I'm taking that with the Aesthetica, just this pointy brush here. And there's already product on the top, so I'm just going to take what's in there. So just dipping my brush in and then just kind of swirling it to pick up that product. Okay, once we have eyeliner on, I'm going to use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and just gonna put that on so I can prep to put falsies on. And for lashes, I'm going to use the Tardiest Pro in the style Flirt, and they're not in the right because I use them, so that's why they're a little not in place. And for glue, I'm using the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive with Aloe in the shade Black. And what I do is I try to squeeze the product up to the top. See if you can. And then what I'll do is I'll just drag the lash on top of it, just getting a very thin layer. And then I'll let it dry for about 20 seconds. Alright guys, lashes are on, so I'm just going to take that Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and just run through my lashes one more time just to get them sticking to the falsies, so that way you don't have any weird lashes poking out anywhere. Okay, and then just to finish up, I'm going to take this shade here in the Revolution Blush Palette, taking that highlight with the MAC 231 brush, so just this very little tiny brush here. Just gonna dip into that shade and put that in the inner corner of my eye. Okay, and then just taking the Ofra Cosmetics Banana Powder with the MAC 214 brush, so just this flat brush here. And I'm just going to take that and put that right underneath my brow bone. And with the same brush, again taking the blush palette, I'm going to take this highlight shade here and also put that on underneath my brow bone. Okay, for lip, I'm going to take the Ofra Cosmetics Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in Verona. So just this nude here. And then I'm going to go over that with the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Lip Gloss. Okay, and finally I'm taking the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray, and I'm just going to set this look. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. And I also want to point out, if you guys noticed that I didn't use the setting powder all over my face like I normally do. So yesterday when I was doing my makeup, I tried it out. I was like, let me just do my makeup without setting it. It lasted all day, no problem, no creasing, and my face didn't look dry or cracked like it normally gets. So from now on, when I do my makeup, I'm not going to set my whole face like I normally do, just down here to straighten up that contour, the bronze line, whatever I do. And then just see if it just continues working for me. Because if it does, then why do I need a powder to set my whole face if it's just going to dry and crack all day? So if you notice, I didn't use powder all over my face. I love the way it feels. I love the way it looks. I have that dewy, glowy look. It's not dry or cracked. And I love it. So again, let me know what you guys think of this look down below in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy watching my videos. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!